You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Life is working out for you. Just as different trees grow at different rates, different plants grow at different rates and in different shapes and forms, so it is with your life. But at every moment, the plant and the tree is exactly where it is supposed to be. If the tree is drying up, the rain will come. It is an experience, and the experience helps it expand and evolve, which is what's happening in your life. You are expanding and you are evolving, and it's all happening at its divine time and at its perfect way. Trust yourself and trust this process. Acceptance is the first step. Accept where you are. Embrace who you are. There is always positive aspects to you. There may be a lot of darkness in your life, a lot of negative ways in which you are viewing yourself, but there is always light in you. There is always positive aspects. Wherever you are, wherever you go, you can find positive aspects. Focus more on these aspects, and you shall receive the fruits of these aspects. You shall attract more of what it is that you do like. Positivity attracts positivity. Negativity attracts negativity. Negative focus creates negative experiences in reality. Positive focus creates positive experiences and ultimately a positive reality that you can enjoy. You are where you are supposed to be. You are there. You are in this moment, this present moment. Now you can take action now. And the first action that comes is mental action. So it's your thoughts. Before it is that you do anything, it's always thought about first. So by orchestrating these thoughts in a positive fashion, you shall receive the fruits of a positive reaction. Everything in this life has a cause and an effect. There is no such thing as luck. What luck is a law unrecognized. I was reading about this today in the Kybalion. The Kybalion speaks about these universal principles. They call them the 7 Hermetic Principles. The law of cause and effect is one of them. And as I mentioned, law does not have chance. There is no such thing as chance. Chance is a law misunderstood, a law not recognized. Something as basic as a pebble hitting you in the head or a speck of sand landing on you has its cause and its effect. Many things had to happen before that speck or that pebble hit you. It had to rain, things had to change, the wind had to blow it. Before that, a mountain had to be formed so the speck could be formed. Many things happen. And if you think of life and if you try to discover every single cause, you will you will fry yourself because it is beyond the mind. There is just so much components going on all at once that it is not for the rational mind, for our three-dimensional mind, to understand every single cause. But thankfully, we have intuition, and intuition will give you the fruit of the answer. You'll come to a feeling place of understanding where you feel why things happened how they did. You don't have to go into all the minute details, but you'll have the predominant greater understanding of why something had to happen or why something is occurring in your life. And you'll come to perceive that it has a lot to do with what you think. What you think creates your reality. How you think creates your reality. How you feel creates your reality. Feeling is a more concentrated form of thought. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. Think about that. The more you think of something, it becomes a belief. That being said, you should be cautious as to what you allow in your life. You're in this position right now where You could expand, or you could go in a journey that does not empower you, but you could fall back to vicious cycles that have not been serving you. Like I said before, the first step is acceptance. When I was empowering myself, there hit a point where I had to accept myself totally, accept the darkness. Realize that without darkness, lights don't shine at night. The moon does not shine without the contrast of darkness. So darkness is part of it, and it's a very important part of it. But embrace the light within you. Now that you could see through the darkness, the light that you have, focus on the light. Focus on those positive feelings, those positive thoughts, those positive actions, those positive habits. Small victories are huge. Just like I said, something as minute as a speck of sand landing in your face has its perfect cause and effect. That is so much more than it being just a small speck. It's literally the same formula as a mountain appearing. The difference is only a matter of degree, which ultimately becomes at the same scale because there are so much causes and effects. It's infinite. Everything is infinite. Anything that happens has its infinite causes and effects. The Kybalion being an example, I read the Kybalion, and the Kybalion was formed by the 3 initiates. They had to get inspiration by their masters or teachers. Then it had to be written, printed, published, and someone had to make a video on the Kybalion for me to read it. Now I read it, and now I am spreading the ideas that I read to you guys, to anyone who's watching this video, and it will keep spreading in its unique way, however you guys perceive it and expand it, if that is your desire. Either way, it had its effect, and the effect keeps going on forever. It's like a chain reaction that never ends. The paradox being that the causes never end either. If you trace back all the causes, you'll discover that it's infinite. It's infinite because that is the nature of this universe. You are infinite, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. This moment is unique. There's never been a moment like it. You are perceiving this moment. You are a part of this unique expression of this moment. Think of a computer or an AI system learning. Anything that it learns will benefit it because it is all information. It'll contain it in its storage box. The universe kind of works this way. It gets really curious and it wants to experience itself. We are the universe experiencing itself. So why not experience a life as you? It's experiencing life as you, and you have your unique perspective of how reality is working and how you're perceiving it and experiencing it. Whether it be positive or negative, it is beneficial to all because it is causing desires for all, and more importantly than anything, it is causing expansion. Through your perception, through your experience, we are all expanding. You are a unique aspect. You are downloading and creating information for us to learn from, because we are all a collective and we are all learning from each other. And you truly are unique. That's why it all brings me back to the premise of this video, that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. There's a paradox. There's no such thing as messing up in life. Experiences might feel worse or better, but that is all relative to how you are perceiving it. But it all is beneficial, since the universe is everything. Every possibility is possible. Even a negative life is part of the universe because it is all. It is the universe experiencing itself as a perception of bad, whatever that is to you, whatever your perception of bad is. What your perception of bad is a valid perception of what bad is, and what your perception of good is a valid perception of what good is, because it is a perception of how the universe views good or bad in your unique way. It's that infinite. Just like the speck of sand has infinite causes and effects, that's how it is with your life, with literally every single action that you take. So if you're ever questioning your worth, remember that speck of sand and how it came about and what it will become. And realize that you are that infinite, and that what you are doing right now has a massive effect on the collective. And it's hard for us to recognize this at some point of our life, usually when our consciousness is still not in that state where it remembers who they are, where they came from, what they are here for. As it happened to me when I was growing up, still not in that state of awakening, you could say. I questioned my worth. I was asking, what was I here for? But the paradox being that when you accept totally who you are and you accept yourself in that present moment, you start realizing that everything that you're supposed to be is already there. And it's all uncovering itself every single moment. And every single moment is beneficial for yourself and for the collective in infinite ways. So life becomes easier, you could say, more light when you understand this concept of you are where you are supposed to be. If you are in a river and you're going downstream in a journey, you're always where you're supposed to be. There's no, I should be over there or I should be over here. No, stay present and be where you are supposed to be, because the more present you are, the more accepting you are of that circumstance, the more action you could take. Now, I'm not saying that you're supposed to be in a state of saying, since I am where I should be, then I shouldn't do nothing, because I am always where I should be. Well, even if you try to do that, all your impulses, your archetype of being is expansion. So what will happen is that your emotions will feel really bad when you do this, because it's against everything that you are. And your emotions are your guidance system. So you will fall into a depression, but a depression isn't bad because it is a catalyst for awakening, for you to remember more greatly who you are. Anger is a great catalyst too. Find emotions of relief. It all has its structure, it all has its scale of energy. Apathy being in the bottom, enlightenment being in the top, and climbing up better feeling states and emotions look something like depression. Then there is fear. Then there is anger. Anger feels better than fear. After fear, there is pride. After pride, there is finally courage. You take a leap of courage to remember who you are. Then there is peace. Before peace, there's acceptance. Then there's peace. And then after peace, there's love, and so on. So it's all relative to where you are in this scale of energy, but your compass and all the words that I said are just mental positions to kind of help you understand this. But at the end of the day, an emotion is just, it's something you experience. You know what emotion is better for you by if you're feeling more relief, if you're feeling better when you are in that state. And ultimately, an emotion is beyond words. It's just something that you experience. So strive for feeling better. It's as simple as that. Find thoughts that feel better. Find action that feels better. Find people to hang out with that feel better, or rendezvous with those that you know that make you feel better. The more you focus on these better things, the better life starts becoming. There's much love for you. Just as this tree right here, this beautiful tree that bears fruits right when it's supposed to. This lemon tree over here too that always bears fruits when it's supposed to. You are where you are supposed to be. And you are bearing fruit when you are supposed to. The fruit in your life being the creations that you create. And you are always creating. That's the fun part. Thought is creation, experience is creation. So be gentle with yourself. Be just as this tree is. It's not insecure. I've never seen a tree that seems insecure. It is what it is, and it loves what it is. It simply is. And it has so much love. And Source has so much love for you. And you contain so much love for everything as well. Everyone have a beautiful day. I hope this video found you in divine timing. And I hope you have the most expansive and joyous life in this experience. Thank you.